Roosters were not always an early bird. A long, long time ago, roosters loved to sleep. They would wake up quite late and then leisurely would walk around the yard or the field when all the other birds would have spent hours already doing the work or flying around or making nests. And at that time, all the birds lived in one tree, the world tree it's known as. On every branch there would be different kinds of birds, different kinds of creatures, and there was always enough space for everyone. But everyone had a responsibility to do something or give back to the other birds or other creatures or to the tree itself. Some would dig the earth underneath it to make the soil softer so the tree could grow better. Others sang songs so beautiful and so delightful that the tree always bloomed. Other birds were so beautiful and so decorative that they sat on the branches or flew around it, showcasing their beauty. And in response, the bloom, the flowers, and the leaves of the tree became more elegant, more intricate, more beautiful with time. And it was only Rooster who seemed to sleep all day, waking up late, going to bed late. He wasn't the prettiest of birds. He didn't sing very beautiful. He also wasn't the most skilled at digging the soil. So really it seemed like there was nothing for the rooster to do, and therefore Rooster thought, well, do you know what? It's just fair that I sleep. And so he did. And one day, all the other birds got so upset with the rooster for doing nothing, and not even trying to do anything, that they pushed the rooster out and put them right at the top of one of the tallest branches. Here you go, they said. If you're not contributing towards looking after us, or looking after other creatures, or the tree itself, well, then you go and sit right on the edge of it. And maybe winds will become your friends. Or maybe night will tell you of your gift that you could bring back. But the rooster wasn't interested in a gift. The rooster just wanted to sleep. You see, Rooster was happy with his life. It's the others that seemed to ask more of him. It's the others that kept telling him that there might be some gifts and talents that lie unexplored. Well, I just don't care. I'm happy as I am, said the rooster. And it worked for a while, but this time everybody had enough, and the rooster knew that. So he obliged and just went to the edge of the branch and sat there. It was windy there, so it wasn't very easy to sleep. He had to focus and concentrate so he wouldn't fall. The fall most certainly would be fatal. He couldn't even see down. He couldn't see the earth underneath him. That's how high he was. So he focused. And soon the darkness came. And the winds became a bit quieter, and the rooster snoozed. But that was the time when the moon came out, and she was waxing beautiful and sharp on her edges. She saw the rooster falling asleep, and thought she'll play a little prank on him. So she rolled a bit quicker, a bit rounder, a bit square, and came all the way closer to him and poked him with one of her sides, right to the side of a rooster. "Oh, said the rooster. Who is here? Who is here?" But it was silent. The moon kept silent too, quietly giggling to herself. He looked around and couldn't see anyone, so soon he forgot about the incident and snoozed again and again. Moon rolled and pinched him right in his other side and rolled away before he woke up. He looked startled. He couldn't understand what was going on. He examined underneath him, to the right and to the left and up and down, but couldn't see anyone. He looked at the branches of the tree, but they stretched too far out, and they didn't seem to be bendy enough to come and poke him on his sides. So soon after, the rooster settled again. And as the winds came quiet and the night got darker, he snoozed again. This time the moon had to attend to some of her activities. She had to go and lighten up the ponds and lakes, and shimmer some light on the earth and flowers and trees and all the other possibilities that were forming around the world tree. And as she walked and rolled around it, she soon came to the same spot where she was playing with the rooster. "Ah," she said, "he's still sleeping. What a lazy bird. Well, let's see." She laughed and giggled. She already could see the sun rising up, her brother. And as she winked to him and he winked to her, she said, "Just a little bit longer, brother, just a little bit longer. Let me play a joke on this rooster again." And the sun came closer and picked above the horizon, for he too wanted to see what would be that joke. And the moon rolled and poked the rooster again. Start screaming the rooster. And so upset he was that he was startled in his sleep that he just wouldn't stop. And as he sang and sang and sang, his voice got louder and more prominent. And the sun was laughing and rolling so hard that it started to rise and rise and rise and roll above the horizon. And the light poured in and shone on the tree and every creature that resided there. And with the light coming and the rooster singing so loud, all the other birds started to rise. "Thank you," they said. "Thank you, darling rooster, for waking us up. It's a fine moment to be alive, to witness the sun rising and see the glory of this golden light coming to replace the shimmering silver one of the moon. They all gathered around and sung their songs to welcome the sun and to send their gratitude to the moon. And since then, the rooster found his gift. He'd come and sit on the branch and wait for the moon to come out and snooze a bit, knowing that she will always wake him up in time. Roll straight into him or poke him or in whatever other playful way, but she will always wake him up right in time to see the sun. And he would start singing, announcing the arrival of the sun, and the sun would laugh and rise higher, and all the other creatures would awaken too. And so, this is the tale of how a rooster found his gift.